If you haven't read the headlines today, here they are. Oil contracts have actually gone negative, meaning that people are actually paying money to offload their oil. Crazy headline, once in a lifetime thing, craziness. And of course, with this news, everybody's like, okay, so how do I get into this game? How do I buy oil or bet on the price of oil going up? Because hey, it can't go any lower than this. My answer to that is that's not necessarily true. It could be like this for a while. You don't know what's going to happen, but regardless, I'm going to actually go over some of the instruments that I've used to bet on oil in the past. The first one that comes to mind and is sort of just in my head all the time is something called UCO. It stands for ProShares Ultra Bloomberg Crude Oil ETF. So just think of it as ultra crude oil. Price of oil goes up 10%. This should go up 20%. It goes down 10%. This should go down 20%. It doesn't actually mirror that exactly, because the way that they're doing this is sort of betting on like derivatives of oil prices. So it doesn't follow exactly, and it has a pretty high expense ratio of about 1%. So I don't suggest holding it for the long term, but that is the first one that comes to mind. The second one that I just learned about today is a 3 times Ultra, and it's called a Ultra Pro. It's also by ProShares, and the symbol for that is OILU. So consider that just Oil Ultra, OILU. That is supposed to offer 3 times the exposure to the daily performance of the Bloomberg WTI crude oil sub-index. Oh yes, and I should let everybody know that in the past 3 months, both of these have gone down tremendously. And if you had even a smidgen of money into these guys, you'd be, oh my god. These are losses you can't even imagine. Oil U is down almost 99% from 3 months ago. 99%. That's a horrible, horrible thing to anybody who has that. 3 months, 99%. Okay. And UCO is down, let's see. UCO is down 92.8%. And the flip side happened? Yeah, if oil goes back to where it was, like if it goes back to $50 per barrel, then you could turn a very small amount of money into a very large amount of money. I think that's why people are asking this question. But that being said, it could go from like $22 per barrel or $20 per barrel to $10 per barrel. Probably not actually zero. Like the futures being negative, I can't see that. Like I can't see that lasting any significant amount of time, because why would you even be pumping the oil out of the ground if you're having to pay for it? Just turn off the pumps. Like makes no sense. Eventually people are going to go out of business. So I can understand where people are coming from to want to invest in this stuff. I'm going to leave you all with this final note of warning. So I opened this Market Watch stock market game on marketwatch.com, and the person who has lost the most money, in fact the only person who is negative on that game, which started in March, is a guy who played UCO, and he lost like 50% on that guy. He put some of it in, he put a majority in UCO, and then he put about like, I think it was like 20% into Ruth Chris, which is one of the companies I'd recommended a few weeks ago, and he made money on Ruth Chris, but the amount he lost on UCO just really put him way behind. And I'm going to put a screenshot of his portfolio here for y'all to see. And if you're interested, join that game, and then you can invest with fake money and see how you do and how you compare against me and some of the other folks that have joined. with that, I'll let you enjoy the rest of your Monday evening, and have a great day, everybody.